Some niggas tell the truth and they rap. And yo, some niggas tell lies and they raps. And that's all, you know what I'm saying? Bring it to the forefront.
Hey, yo, shout out to Brother Polight.
Some niggas tell lies, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Brother Polight. And I just had a few things I wanted to say about the brother, man. And you know what I'm saying? I think that he's a very influential person. I think he has that ability to be very influential. And I think, you know, that he wants to help people. And, you know, I think, you know,
you biting, sound like you writing. I got heat to sell for niggas that's lacking. 16 bars might cost you 1,600. If you blow, you owe, I'm coming. Your favorite rapper is a drug addict. They don't want beef, they just want to crack at it. I box on niggas, draw swords on niggas.
He's running his business, and you know, I see some flaws in his business, but who am I to judge? So about a few days ago, maybe yesterday, you know what I'm saying, this is August, and Brother Polight had posted one of his testimony stories from a young woman that he helps to in his camp. You know, she's giving him praise and respect and props, which is fine. As many times as I go on YouTube and Google Brother Polight, there's always like there's always a negative history or red flags behind them with people saying certain things about him. And, you know, it's like sometimes you get haters, but it comes to the point where it's like, wow, man, they really trying to make this brother look crazy. So simply I just commented under his post. I said, yo, you know, a simple question, which was, are you gonna have some of the brothers do testimonies? When are you gonna have some brothers do testimonies and stuff like that? Because this is Brother Polight, who, you know, his claims are that a black woman is God and things like that. He got 4 wives, and I said, cool. You know, I said, talking to a female. This is me talking to a female. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you got game, that's what pimps do. You know what I'm saying? Or a very influential person. Like, you know, if you know how to talk to a female, you know what I mean? Basically, you know, you can get a female to do basically whatever you want. So, not to say that he's a pimp or whatever, but hey, you know. So basically, he kind of went off on me, you know, in the next reply comment was like, yo, man, see, what's wrong with y'all niggas? I'm trying to, like, you know, paraphrase it. It wasn't word for word, but mainly he was saying, like, yo, you know, my wife kind of warned me that this was going to happen as soon as I start to give testimony videos. You know, they're going to ask, okay, well, what about the dudes? How come it's always women? You know what I'm saying? So son kind of was coming from my head with that, like, yo, y'all niggas is crazy. And I understand how you feel, but my point was that, you know, Polight, I don't really know you like that. Like, I don't fuck with the conscious community and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I study 120 here and there, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of felt like for Polight to be a brother that wrote 90 books and that traveled across the board, and that's a scholar. You know, this is a man that's sitting up there in his YouTube video saying he got $1,000 books, $400 books and all that about knowledge. And it's just like, you know, I kind of didn't expect them to really go off like that on the hinges. So I said, yo, only thing I'm trying to ask you was like, yo, basically, can we get some testimonies from the brothers? Because everywhere you look on YouTube, it's not me. If you Google Brother Polight and YouTube him, you'll see that a lot of dudes is going to say a lot of negative shit about him or got something to say. And I'm just like, it's just, you know, it's kind of funny because here's a dude that got knowledge and information, try to bring awareness. Why is there so many niggas that saying bad things about him? It can't be that much hate in the world. So I figured, like, okay, well, my perception can change about him. And I personally felt that if he had more brothers or more men speak positively about him in a testimony, maybe, you know, it'll lighten that up when I view him. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm trying to still figure this dude out. And, you know, it's cool to have sisters saying that, but you want to hear, I'm tired of hearing, like, Brother Polight was this, Brother Polight is that. And, you know, I seen this dude on the Breakfast Club interview. That's when I started taking him serious, because they don't just interview everybody on Breakfast Club. So I tried to tell him that, and he was like, yo, man, you know, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, brother, but, you know, you're getting real emotional about that. You know, it's not even like that. And then I'm like, yo, you know, how about I wanted to email you before about the mentorship program, and he's telling me like, yo,
I be in the H&M turning my fashion on. A man shorty low, then he fucking with drag on. So when the going get tough, he throw me the pipe bomb. I fight to the death like Chuck and Bruce Lee. 100 hand smacks, I'm studying Tai Chi. Jamal, little brother, Lamar, that's YG. Cause I don't kill niggas, he pop off for me. That nigga still smoking that bullshit. Till he get lace, hog tied, then smack with the gun clips. Smack you in the face, the Bible like Moses.
For that. And he's saying it in a sense, I guess, because he think I'm coming at him wrong. The only thing I did was ask him a question, why you don't have brothers doing testimonies, because you kind of need that. You know, all these red flags that pull up on YouTube videos, all this shit with the conscious community, it's like, yo, I'm tired of seeing that with niggas. I want to see cats shining. I want to see dudes out there like, yo, I fuck with Polight. You know what I'm saying? Look at my credentials. Like, I don't really see that too often. The only thing I see is niggas shitting on you. So, you know, I felt like, yo, man, having money and having, you know, a few million in the bank and, you know, having 4 wives and all that, that's nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what life is about. Because you can have that and still be unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rooting for the dude that's out there in the streets, you know what I mean, that's going with the poor people that you see outside passing out, you know, food and money to the poor. And I've seen Polight do that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about dude that's doing that like constantly, that's not looking for no recognition and all that. And being that you told me, you know, in a reply, like, I'm not ready for that. I think I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to invest my money with somebody, you know what I'm saying, who's always into some controversial shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I look like, you know, giving you my check. I work paycheck to paycheck, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, my dollars count. So I can't just cough up 2 G's for a mentorship program or 1,500, you know, because that's your fee or whatever. Like, you got mad cats and mad niggas out there looking at you crazy and saying all this crazy shit, right? So I'm gonna feel funny if I gotta give you money, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel funny if you know what I'm saying? And then I gotta look and see all these, you know, all this negative shit that people saying about you. But my case in point is that 120 is my foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be studying it more often, especially in these days and time. Like, I'm not really curious about a mentorship. I just want to know what's going on. Where he's constantly flashing himself off with the cars and, you know, with the shiny hat, and, you know, he got like 5 or 6 girls around him and shit like that. And, you know, to say that brothers is jealous, I mean, you know, me personally, I don't care. Like, you know, if you want to fuck your life away, that's what it's about. It's not always about, yeah, like, you know, I think the man loves pussy, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's fine. We men, but I'm curious. I'm like, okay, but I don't want to get scammed because I'm seeing more people coming out and saying that Brother Polight scammed them. So, I mean, for someone to have so much influence and, you know, so much money and that can help people out, it's like you making yourself a target. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if somebody say something to you like, yo, Brother Polight, yo, you know, you got this, that, and the third, you can't get mad and go off on the hinges and, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's corny. Like, come on, you got to know, like, you know, like, you a public figure, so, yo, you know, where your PR training at? Like, I mean, you know, come on. And then, you know, my message to him, because he's a YouTube dude, I hope he sees the YouTube, is that, yo, I respect your work and what you're doing and shit like that, but, you know, you can't get mad at cats for asking you simple shit. Like, you can't, you know, your brain is already warped to that degree where you think people are hating on you. So, like, you know, I understand. Sometimes dude got to compensate. Men, we all compensate. You know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got a fucking chain on now and some whatever. Like, but we all compensate. But for a person that wrote 90 books and that traveled the world, that's a scholar that know the science of life, I kind of felt like, yo, but why you coming at my neck? The only thing I did was ask you one question. So now I don't feel comfortable investing my money, my hard-earned paychecks when I'm looking and seeing all these YouTube videos and niggas saying this, that, and the third, scam artists, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Now it makes me feel like, oh, this is some fugazi shit, or this is some funny style shit. So, you know, just how you was telling me in the comment, like, yo, I think you need to take some time and before you come out and email me. But then it's like other niggas, it's like, yeah, email me, you always talking about that. I guess because I challenged him and I asked him, and it was coming from a place of good. Trust me when I say so, but miscommunication was there and shit like that. But hey, yo, son, like if you want to make you making yourself a target every time you go out there, like with your jacket on and, you know what I mean, your shiny hat and all that. You know, you got 5 or 6 girls, which, I mean, I don't know why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one girl is good for me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't need all them headaches. You know what I'm saying? I don't need the front like that. Like, you know, that's how certain men are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain men and shit like that, they need that to feel good about themselves, to look good and things like that. Like, you know, I know niggas, you know, they'll have on the fly shit with no labels on it. You know what I mean?
Live from an undisclosed location, September 6th, an undisclosed year. You are now.
It's just like, yo, you know, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, you know, you walk past millionaires in Soho, don't even know they millionaires because they low key. But Son is loud. Son is very loud and flashy with his shit. And it's kind of like, it comes across messy. You know what I'm saying? It comes across messy. So, yeah. I guess I'm not ready for your mentorship program, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, I figured like, hey, I can just always go on my back and just renew my history with 120 degrees because maybe that's what that's about. Maybe that's what that's about, you know what I'm saying? And I get it, brother, I get it. You know, cash rules right here, and I get it. You're a business. But for a man to be so wise and for a man to claim, you know, all this knowledge, you know what I'm saying, the esoteric knowledge and, you know, the 9 planets in the solar system and that Dr. York shit y'all niggas be kicking, you kind of came at me like a straight savage almost, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, whoa, this is Brother Polight. And I ain't gonna front. When you post shit on social media, I be trolling, like, and then I let you know I be trolling. I be like, I'm fucking with you. But I fucks with you. But when you on something like, yo, nah, take your time, you know what I mean, before you hit me back, cause I don't think you're ready. I'm like, yo, fam, I'm understanding power right now, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 35, you know what I mean? And it's not like, you know, I'm some young nigga, you know, that don't know shit, or I'm just some 85 nigga on the street. Yo, I'm a civilized man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I may not, you know, but I'm still a civilized man. And I kind of found out to be funny, man. Like, you talking about
free lunch meals was all we ate. Same, not the words from the poetry, took it in vain. Words heal, words kill, some one and the same.
Ready, but son, you got mad red flags on you. Like, your red flag game is off the hook. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I still fucks with you because anytime a nigga that want to help somebody out and put money in their pocket is a good thing in our community. So, yo, you know, that's my message to Brother Polight today, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. Yo, this is Jamil Hostel. Alright? Jamil ain't no pseudo name. That's my middle name. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I got love for the brother, but, you know, before you start to, like, come for niggas' heads and defend yourself, sometimes you got to check yourself because you never know who else is watching you. That's all I'm saying, brother. Peace.